Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So I received many messages asking me, can one test one's art so that it be able to work under pressure, or will one be able to know whether the art works under pressure? This category of questions. And today I'd like to share with you. It's like in this Silicon Valley when we design the chips. Okay? It is the design which is guaranteed the quality, meaning the designer need to know what he's doing. Okay? It is not to test it to get quality. Okay? So if a malfunction chips which is screw up in the design, one cannot keeping testing it to make it better. Okay? Now, saying that, I like to carry over to tell you this. In order to talk about art or skill which is passed under pressure, real life applications, one need to know three things. Okay? It is three type of category which one need to really clear. What is one doing? What is one training? Unless one knows this clearly, it is really hopeless. Okay? So these three category of thing is, first is techniques in general, techniques. The second is force play or strength play. The third is momentum. Okay, so first is techniques, second is force play or strength play, the third is momentum. So let me show you what is techniques in general. Techniques is something like lapta, tanta, and then you can trap his arm, and then you punch him, and all those kind of stuff which you practice. You stand there in the iYikKam and you practice those techniques. Okay, and then in Chi Sao you practice those techniques too. Okay, and then that's how it is, and we punching each other, and then we just playing with this different kind of techniques. That's techniques. Okay, that is techniques. The second thing is such as I want to use my mind power to align my spine, and then to lift my awareness so that I have this power. I can sustain or handle the opponent. Okay, or I can have this structure, which is I can have a forward pressure. Okay, or I get internal art, so I have this type of jing. Okay, and usually people say, you push me, then you see I can take the power, or you just push me the other way, I can actually do different things to dissolve your power. Okay, and sometimes they get into this. Oh, I have this inch power. Okay, you stand there, you put a phone book, inch power. Okay, so this is all force play or strength play. Second category. Okay. The third category is the momentum. Okay. So the momentum is in the long fist. Okay, that is the momentum. As in the short strike. Okay, that is the momentum. Now, be really clear. In the real life, it is this momentum play. There's no such thing as this kind of techniques. Okay? The techniques which you're using in Chi Sao and so forth, Those are just some techniques play, apply in the chi style game and so forth. Okay, now, as for the force play, oh, I can sustain you, I can withstand, I can ward off, you know, all this jing internal. Those are a force play. Okay, now, let's face reality. When you get in a real fight, it is a momentum play, okay? It is a momentum play here. Long fist or short strike, depend on which type other people is expert in. Okay? Long fist, you have the baiting, you have the step aside angling, okay? All kind of stuff. Short strike, you have the baiting, you have the footwork, and you have the throw and so forth. Okay? Now, number one, that chi sao techniques and all this type of stuff, standing there and this, no matter what, how much people train that, it's not going to have one in the momentum play. Okay? In the momentum play, nobody is going to go tan da lap da. Have you ever seen those kind of things in Thai boxing ring or in the MMA or in the Kyokushin? You never. Nobody doing those kind of stuff. Okay? The second thing is, all this force play, same thing. You can see in the push hand, you can see in all kind of game and demonstration, but will you see it in the Thai boxing ring? Will you see it in the MMA? You don't. Because those things require setup time and a precondition and so forth. So the reality is the momentum play. Okay? Now, what this one has to be knowing clearly now. If one is keeping training this technique stuff, how is it one going to do anything or be able to handle the momentum? It can. If one keeping thinking the advanced force play where I'm going to someday bounce somebody with my internal art. Sorry, you never see that in the real life fight. You never see that. Okay? So, disregard of what if one practice this type of stuff and one want to test it in the real life, it is like living in two different worlds. This is what usually people make a joke of Wing Chuners saying that, oh, you know, people don't live in your chi sao world. Because in the real world, it's a momentum play world. The MMA, the Kyokushin, the Thai boxing, those type of stuff is real. The Western boxing is real. Because there's momentum, okay? Nobody's going to block something. People get in, attack. Whatever people do is make it sure that it is an attack, okay? Number two is of this force. The momentum hit, the impulse from the momentum hit is not playing around with you push me, I push you, I can do this and that, okay? Because the momentum hit is generally in a high speed. The input generally is a high speed. And the time is really, really short. Speed is really, really fast. Okay? It is not, oh yeah, I have to stand there and I can do this, I can align my body this way, doing that way, my mind power. And somebody even say, you know, the speed doesn't matter. Okay? People will get, say, one guy is the slow speed, one guy is the faster speed, but you know, it's going to get each other pretty soon, those kind of stuff. Well, that's because the person have no idea what is momentum. Okay? Momentum is NV. And that going to generate a big impulse if you have a high speed. Okay? And so, if we keeping thinking about these techniques and all this, like the movie kind of technique, I shift here, I do this and do that. If we keep thinking about this internal art is all this mind power, jing and all this kind of thing, how is that one going to pass the pressure test in the momentum fight? You can. And actually it's not pressure for those who train with momentum handling. General Chi Chi Guang say that the bottom line of the fight is a momentum handling. And one is good at that is keeping drill with that train that there's no pressure at all. But the guy who do this technique stuff is going to get pressure, because when you get into that reality, then suddenly one doesn't know what's going on. Same thing with the guy who have the push hand, have this jing and that jing, or this force and that force, this inch power, that inch power. In the real life, when they get into the momentum play, it's totally lost, because it's now a different world. So, as what I said, like design the chips. The chips quality is based on if the designer know how to design the chips or not. One don't keeping testing it. If one practice and train in the momentum play, be it the long fist or short strike, then under the situation of momentum, there's not much pressure. They know what they're expected to get. However, if you're training the chi sao and all those techniques, and you're going to face the momentum and say, huh, what happened here? Okay? The same thing is, you're going to push me, I can absorb your force, this and that. Then, huh? How come it is a different world? Okay? So, again and again I say, follow General Chi Chi Guang. The bottom line is momentum. And the instructor has to be clear like this. If it is for fighting, then it is momentum. But if the people who have no idea what is momentum, how can he train others on momentum? Techniques will not replace that experience of handling momentum. Force play will not replace that. Okay? So that has to be clear. And when I'm talking about force flow, I'm talking about the mechanics of Wing Chun which is using under the momentum condition. I'm not talking about the force play or you push me, I push you, those kind of stuff. Okay? So let's make a differentiation here. I'm not talking about here, there more jing. Okay, you feel pain? Okay? No. I'm talking about here. Okay? That is the instant one use it within the momentum. Also, when I'm talking soft and hard, gang and roll, I'm not talking about soft power, hard power. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about directly handle the momentum, overcome the momentum, or indirectly handle the momentum. Okay? So let's make this clear. So, the reason I coined that force flow term is not just a coin for the force play. Let's get that straight, okay? I'm not interested in this push hand stuff. When I coined the 6-13-3 and force flow play, it is within the mechanics, within the momentum. Okay? Now, today, since I study engineering, we can describe things this clear. And that means we can program an artificial intelligent robots to do this. Okay? We were in the deep source. If we do not understand, we do not even know that there's these three different categories: the techniques, the force play, and the momentum, the reality. Okay? we will have big problem, because we can program the artificial intelligent robots to do this, exactly this, and to actually capture and analyze what is one is using and how the robot will respond. Okay, because they can just screen and then capture and analyze it very fast and say, okay, this guy is the guy who play with the techniques, this guy is play with the force, and you need a setup time for the force. This techniques, okay, it is moving our arm, you cannot take the momentum, now I'm going to come in with the momentum. Okay, and if we talk about Wing Chun, Wing Chun is a short strike art, female short strike art, which is in this range, good at in this range, handle momentum indirectly. That's what Wing Chun is. So see, Wing Chun got nothing to do with those cheese out stuff like in the movie. Wing Chun got nothing to do with this. I can use this force to do this and that for demo stuff. Wing Chun is momentum. If Wing Chun do not deal with momentum, then Wing Chun do not have place to exist in this world. Because what are you talking about? This is martial art, a fighting art. Remember? Okay? So, here, hope that I reply our friend on this issue or questions of the pressure test or working under pressure. Okay? If one train the momentum, one be able to handle it, but one need a teacher. It's not everybody can do that. One need to have experience, have say at least hundreds of hours of sparring and so forth. Otherwise, one cannot do it. Techniques will not replace it. Jing, all this philosophy of internal will not replace it. Okay? So it is that clear, I hope. Another thing I want to point out also, when people talk about how to develop their Xiu Lim Tao inward, I don't want to use the term internal. Okay? That too can be screened. Okay? So that too have three different categories. The first type is what I call the mimic the posture in the hard way. It is like usual. Those kind of things. Okay? The second thing is I call mimic the posture in a soft way, or sometimes I refer as the Chinese ballet is this. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? That's what I call Chinese ballet, mimic posture. The real 6 core element training looks like this. So for the 6 core element training development, one need to enter into the state, layer by layer or element by element. One, first they need to settle the body, the physical body, then settle the mind, and then settle the breathing. And then the movement has to be accord with the meridians flow and accord with the Wing Chun saying of force coming up from ground and clamping young sinking the force flow. Okay, and then at the end always it has to go back to unlock the saddle, because you saddle it, you get into the state, and then finally you want to get out from the state. You don't want to stop your body in a certain state. Okay, it's like when we fall into sleep, we have to awake. So it is not those kind of stuff. It is not. And you can see at the beginning they never settle anything. And of course when they practice it, they have no idea which element they are refining it. Okay? So I show you this today to share with you. With our analysis today, we can program an AI robots to do the job. We humans better be watch out what we are doing and be clear what we are doing. Otherwise, we're going to be obsolete by robots. Okay? Because robot is more clear than us humans. So this is for you today.